today, once again, we have our very good friend Echo Gaming here with us, the pillar of the Diablo Immortal community, my best friend, and today he's going to be here answering a whole bunch of questions for us. So Echo, how's it going?
I'm doing great, man. You know, I'm here excited to talk about Diablo Immortal. So what's the topic of the day, Nemo?
We have three topics today. So let's talk about it. The first and foremost, which is mostly what probably everybody wants to know, the latest news about Diablo Immortal. What's been going on? We made some videos. There has been some things, a few little things. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, Wyatt did mention on Discord, because I made a video previously and I'll link this up top. You made one as well. I'll link that one also, where we talk about how we're not sure when Diablo Immortal is going to come out. Because, like I said, in the video, they kind of rolled back on the whole first half of 2022 release. But it seems like either Wyatt knows about it or seen the videos, or maybe other people are talking. Because a lot of people there was a lot of churn in the community. So he decided to come up on Discord, the Diablo Immortal official Discord server, which, by the way, I'll link for you down below as well. You should come and join it. And he mentioned that, hey, we are still working for the 2022 first half release. He kind of mentioned that and said we're still on track for that one, which is really exciting. What did you think about that, Echo?
I mean, I love hearing that they're on track. We know that they probably have a better date pinned down than they're actually sharing right now, just for their own safety. But since there's been delays in the past, you know, we were expecting this game at the end of 2021. You never really know if it's going to be delayed again, because Nemo, one thing that we do know about Blizzard is if they feel it's not ready, they're not going to bring it out. Even if they've said it's coming out on this date, they would rather wait and put out a better game. So with that in mind, that brought up a little bit of, I guess you could say, concern amongst the community. Will it actually release in the first half of 2022?
Right. And you know what? While we're talking, it's a good thing to mention, there has been some updates. The Google Play Store, the Android client, did receive a few updates, so they are working on stuff. And apparently, you did mention this, right? I'll mention this as well. On Twitter, you said, hey, I want Diablo. In fact, I'll just let you speak it. What did you say?
I mean, I was just sitting around. I was a little bit bored and I was looking at my phone and I just missed playing Diablo Immortal. So I just put out a tweet. I wasn't tagging anybody, wasn't hashtagging anything. I just said, I want to play Diablo Immortal, or I wish I had Diablo Immortal on my phone, something along those lines. And Wyatt replied that he's working on it. So it proves one thing, that the game is still coming. It didn't say, I'm working on it and you'll have it within the first half of 2022. It said, I'm working on it. So, but between you and I and everyone that's been in the alphas and betas, we know the game is coming. There is zero question in my mind that this game will make it to mobile devices, right? So it really didn't tell me, okay, at least it's coming, because we already know that. So it's just always nice to hear from Wyatt. No matter what he says, it's just always good to hear his voice or tweet.
Agreed. Very much agreed. That was very exciting when he answered. I saw that in the morning. I was like, Echo, thank you for tweeting that. Okay, so that was kind of the latest news. I mean, as far as I know, and I'll let you speak about it, but there's been really nothing else so far that we've known about Immortal. There's no news, just a couple updates, right?
Yeah, to the point where I don't really know what to make videos about lately. So I think we need to ask the community, and maybe they can drop into your comment section below and let us know what they want to know about Diablo Immortal, so that can kind of fuel videos that we put out for the community. Because right now, I'm a little tapped out.
That's a great idea. Please let us know down below what you think Echo should make. Me as well. So the second question, and again, probably what everyone wants to know about, what is going to be the release date, or in our case, what is our new predictions for the release dates? I'll let you go first, Echo.
All right, this is the question that everyone's wanted to know for 2 years. We've made predictions in the past. Predictions have been wrong, but that's okay, because this is fun to do. We're gonna do it anyway. And you and I both kind of spoke about this in previous videos on our own channels, but this is the first time we're doing it together on your channel for your community here. So I personally feel that there's been nothing said to make me believe that it's going to go past the first half of 2022. Now, Wyatt didn't nail it down and say, yes, we are still going to release in 2022. I think he said something like a little less convincing, but it wasn't to the point where I was like, uh-oh, it's going to be delayed again. So if I had to predict, I'd say it's going to be out in May or June of 2022. That's towards the end of the first half of 2022, giving them every single day that they would need if it goes until the end of June. But Nemo, I believe that you're on a different page. Are you still feeling differently than me from when we made the video on my channel?
I am. By the way, it was a great video. I will link that also. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. It was a lot of fun. Me and Echo kind of went on a little battle. It was super fun. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Well, yes, honestly, I do. There was a lot of stuff that's kind of happening here, right? Like the whole idea of how they aren't sure and me feeling kind of not 100%. That's one thing, but also like they're doing some changes, right? They're talking about how, well, they put out a blog post and they said like they're making a whole bunch of changes and they're going to be mentioning all of this stuff to us. Apparently a bunch of other changes coming as well on top of what they already mentioned in this blog post. And one of the things they mentioned is a whole revamp of the Cycle of Strife. By revamp, I mean no more dark houses, there are now dark clans, and you know, that whole thing. I mean, we made videos about that, whatever. That's going to require, well, I mean, changes. Is it going to be a lot of changes? Who knows, but that is change. And there's a bunch of other stuff as well. There's tweaks there and here. So does that mean that there's like another test coming, or is that going to be a straight game? Like for me, there's a lot of unclears, and that's why I sort of feel like 3 months maybe isn't enough. Because that's where we're at right now. If you look at the dates, right, there's really not much time left for the end of first half or whatever. So really, if you think about it, that's why I'm kind of shooting for like sometime in October, playing Wheel of Fortune here. I'm just gonna go like a lot further than you, so hopefully we'll meet somewhere in the middle. Maybe I don't know.
Oh man, I hope you're wrong, Nemo. I mean, I know that you hope you're wrong too, because I want the game, and this is the problem. And I do feel this is a problem with what Blizzard does. They want everything perfect before it comes out, and it seems that they have very little flexibility with updates after the game releases, right? Like when we played the technical alpha, that was literally a year and a half ago. We were like, wow, this game is better than anything out. It can be put out just like this. Then we had the closed alpha. It was even better. Then we had the beta. It was a complete game, but there's still more changes being made. I don't know what changing how dark houses work versus dark clans, how that actually changes. What do they have to do to make those changes? Is it just a little bit of coding, a little bit of artwork, or is it like revamping the whole system? Hopefully it's not. I don't think there's going to be another round of testing. Since the beginning, it's been like, you know, closed alpha, beta release. That's always been the plan. So I don't think they would go away from that plan. Would it maybe extend their release timeline? Possibly, but I don't think they'd go through another round of testing before they went live. I think it would be more of an internal thing to keep it the Blizzard way, I guess. At least that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, I just want to play the game again, man. There's nothing else to play that's as good.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. Please, no more tests. Just give us the game.
I know.
I was so done with tests.
I've restarted so many times. I don't want to restart and then have to restart again. I just want to restart and be done with it and be on my main, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. And you know, that sort of leads us into my next question. But before we go there, I want to talk about something really exciting. One thing that all of you who are watching this video should join, and that's our clan family. Me and Echo started a clan family called the ScrappyEchoes. We have a Discord server, we have a whole bunch of folks. We're actually international. We're worldwide. A lot of people are asking, hey, well, both of you are in North America, and you know how the servers work in Diablo Immortal, right? There's a specific server that you join, and you're not going to be able to move around. So a lot of folks are like, hey, well, are we going to be able to play if we're in Europe or if we're in Asia? But we're actually starting clans in lots of different geos. Folks from all over the world, Echo families, Scrappy families getting together. We have a Discord server, which by the way, I will link in the description below, and you should absolutely come join. That is a great way to get started, to get into our clan family before it even starts. Make sure you come on down to our Discord server. We have officers, we have folks, we have recruiters, we have a whole system set up. It's actually quite good because me and Echo have a lot of experience in this whole clan family business. Both me and him have massive clan families, and we even actually involved in esports organizations with Clash of Clans. Echo is still involved in with those organizations over there. We have lots and lots of experience, and we're gonna have the absolute best. We already have the absolute best and probably the biggest clan family in Diablo Immortal. ever right now for sure. So I'll let Echo speak about it, but I will link the Discord down below. You absolutely need to come join because we are gonna just take over the world. Seriously.
Yeah, I think that you said it really well there, Nemo, and you used a couple of keywords there. Folks, which I love the word folks. It's just a good one. And you said international, which we definitely are. And I mean, I don't know what other families are out there right now. I don't know anyone that's doing what we're doing right now, Nemo, which is creating content for the game that's not yet out with the sole purpose of building community so that when the game releases, we have our family there. Nemo and I are best friends. We teamed up. We're doing this together. We have the Scrappy Echoes. Rather than doing two different clan families, why don't we just team up? And we live close to each other so we can hang out and get tacos. So it's a win-win.
I love tacos.
I know you do.
And that leads us back, of course, to the last and final question for the night, Echo. And that's a really hard one, for me anyway, so I'm going to let you go first. What is going to be your starting class? The first one. Who are you starting with, Echo, when Immortal comes out?
All right, let's do it this way, Nemo. Let's go to the chat. I want to see how many people, or the people watching this video, how many people here know me? This is Nemo's community, but how many of you know me? What do you think would be my first class choice? It's pretty well known over on my channel. Curious about if you guys know it. You can go do that right now. And I'll tell you this, Nemo. My primary class, I've always said is my favorite, is the Barbarian, which a lot of people, and what I would anticipate be my first, but I have really a lot been desiring playing the Monk. It's a class I haven't played since the Technical Alpha. It's one of the fastest classes with the most bouncing off the walls. It's not the most tanky, it's not the strongest, but it could be one of the most fun classes to play. I really did enjoy it a lot. Would I dominate the game and go into PvP and be the best with a Monk? Probably not, but the gameplay itself, I've really been desiring playing that. Now, to bring up another quick point, I did see somewhere Wyatt mention people being concerned about being stuck with one character class as your main and not being able to mix it up. And they did say that they're working on that because they do want people to be able to play multiple classes. I have no idea what they're doing, but if for some reason they fix that, I will be so happy because then I could be my Barbarian to dominate the world and I could be my Monk and all the other classes I want to play for fun, but still be powerful. So I'm not sure how they're gonna work that out. My response has been completely long-winded, which is okay, because I told myself that. But Nemo, how about you? Can I guess what you're gonna want to be?
Oh, go for it. Yes.
All right. So I know that you're a wizard. I mean, Scrappy Wizards. You've just always been a wizard, and wizard is life. But you really did love that necromancer as well towards the end. So it's between the two, but I think you're going to stick with your roots the way that I did with the Barbarian, and I think you're going to say Wizard. Am I right?
No.
Oh. I thought we were best friends, and I'm wrong.
We are, man. It's like that marriage show on the cruise, you know? Like, you find out a lot about yourself when you ask questions like these. But
so.
this is a really tough one. Echo, I'll be honest though, it is probably the best guess because I love the Wizard, right? I fell in love with the Wizard. When I started playing Immortal, I did play the Barbarian first, and of course I played with the Necro, which I also love. At the end of the day, the hardest decision here because all of the classes are very much balanced. They also have all of the classes have like something that you envy when you are the other class, and it's very difficult.
Yes.
Like it really is. But if you start narrowing stuff down, and as much as I love playing with the Wizard is one of the better classes once you get to a higher end gameplay. But at the end of the day, you have to spam certain skills. You have to do a lot of kiting. You have to run around. You can't just be, there's a lot of specific gameplay that you have to play when you're a wizard. And with that kind of style, I do love playing it, but it's not going to be my main. I really feel like after playing with the Necromancer, I realized that the Wizard is not going to be my main, but I also realized that neither is the Necro. As much as I love playing...
Are you going to say Barbarian?
As much as I love playing with the Necro, I'm going back to the roots. With my D2 days, D3 days, I played with the Barbarian, and yes, I'm going to start my main with the Barbarian. I'm also doing it because it's one of the strongest classes, and it has some of the best class skills. And of course, it's very good in PvP. And I feel like there was a lot of people who are going to be starting with the Barbarian, so I can provide some guides and etc. So yeah, the first class for me, I as of now, because I might change my mind because I love them all, is Barbarian for this video.
I think you just want to be the Barbarian so you could have a stronger Barbarian than me and show it off to the community. I think that's why.
That might be it too.
Oh man, I can't believe I got that completely wrong. I didn't expect you to say Barbarian.
Nobody did. I bet you no one in the comments thought that I was going to say Barbarian. Everyone's going to say, you know, Wizard, because I played with the Wizard. But the Necro is such a good class as well. Like, it's such a great class. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the Barbarian. I love the Barb, and I love the whole combinations and the way they work. I played with all of them, but I missed the Barb, and that's what I'm starting with.
Can't go wrong with the Barbarian.
That's right. So Echo, you've survived the 3 or 4 questions that we've had so far. It's been an absolute pleasure having you right here in the video. Let us know where we can find you and what you're up to before we go.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to come and hang out with you and your community over here. The best place for everyone to find me Diablo Immortal related is on my channel, Echo Gaming Diablo. I'll see you guys over there. There's a lot of Nemo on that channel as well. We hook up all the time, put together some good content for you guys. But thanks for having me, Nemo.
Thank you, Echo, and thanks everyone. We'll see you in the next video.